Offering our salutations to the Almighty, respected elders, devotees from around the world, staff and students, good morning and welcome to the One World, One Family World Cultural Festival. The Indonesian proverb wisely says, Bersatu kita tugu, bercerai kita runtuh. United we stand, divided we fall. The profound truth reminds us that the strength and harmony arise when hearts and hands come together with one purpose. Today, we celebrate the rich and radiant culture of Indonesia, a land of over 17,000 islands, yet bound as one nation by the noble spirit of Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, unity in diversity. Like the gentle waves that embrace its countless shores, Indonesia teaches the world that the true unity flows not from sameness but from the beauty of togetherness, truly reflecting the spirit of one world, one family. Today, as part of the Universal Wisdom for a United World lecture series, we have Padma Shri awardee Mr. Agus Indra Udayana addressing all of us. Honored with the Padma Shri Award in 2020, he is a revered Hindu spiritual leader from Bali, Indonesia and the founder of Ashram Gandhi Puri. Once a seeker of worldly recognition, his life underwent a profound transformation through self-enquiry, turning his journey from admiration to service. He discovered the true greatness lies not in being seen, but in silently serving with purity, compassion, and devotion. His philosophy reflects a universal truth that the transformation is not an instant spark, but a steady flame kindled by patience, love, and selfless action. In his every word and deed, he reminds humanity that highest spirituality is lived through empathy, deep listening, and sincere efforts to uplift others. For him, one world, one family is not merely an ideal, it's a living reality. He teaches that the divine thread of oneness weaves through all faiths, all hearts, and all lands. Through his humble life and tireless service, Agus Indra Udayana embodies the timeless wisdom that when the heart expands in love, the whole world becomes home and every being a family member. He will be addressing us on the ideal of one world, one family, Mr. Agus Indra Udayana.
Na Twaham Kamayi Rajam Na Swarga Na Punarbavam Kamayi Dukatap Tanam Praninam Artina Sanam Twameva Mata Chapita Twameva Twameva Bandhu Sasaka Twameva Twameva Vidya Dravinam Twameva Twameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Twameva Sarvam Guru Deva Deva. Om Swastiastu. Om Swastiastu. This is our greeting from Indonesia, from Bali. That is from Sanskrit word. Om Swastiastu. Is familiar for all of you, of course. My beloved sister and brother here and all over the world. With deep humility, I offer my heart salutation to Sadguru Madhusudan Sai to invite me to speak and share with you what is the journey. In this festival, we will share actually how the collaboration of the people from all over the world. Now the time for us not a competition, but the journey of collaboration. That is the great thing, the idea of one world, one family nowadays in the Sai Grama village here in Muddenahalli. Now Muddenahalli not a small village anymore, but it's becoming big, central of the nation from all over the world here. Then I'm great to be part of the family from Bali, Indonesia. My family, my mother was the great disciple of Sathya Sai Baba. She was in cancer 1980. No disciple, nobody devotee of Sathya Sai Baba at that time. But the doctor was calling me and my father. I think now the time for you just prayer, because the cancer is stadium 4, is the last. But when the day after the operation, my mother before operation was saying Om Sai Ram. Then doctor was shocked. When we'll start the operation is nothing. And release. Then 85, we start as becoming devotee of Sathya Sai Baba, because that time in the center we have only 10 people. It's not too big, but not nowadays. Since Sadguru, I'm just feel like a Kalavya. When after Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba Mahasamadhi, when I read and searching and first meeting impressed of the teaching of Sadguru Madhusudan Sai is not just a teaching, but touch my heart to transform of my life. Therefore, I feel like a Kalavya. Maybe for you as an Indian, as familiar with the story of Ekalavya, yeah? I'm just prayer and read the book and searching in the Google about Sadguru teaching, how the work. After I'm here, it's changed. It's not small work like in the book, beyond in the book, all the work, how the scholarship for the students in the medical college. Then after complete your study, Sadguru was not asked any return. Back to the village, serve the society. That is the great thing of the idea, Gram Swaraj. The idea of your founding fathers, Mahatma Gandhi, then include myself also. I give the scholarship for the student, but not big like you, only 27 students. Then they are all complete their study till PhD, medical college, architect, civil. Same word, you hard work for 10 years for your family because you are from poor background. It's been dust to diamond. You should be from the dust, should be becoming diamond like here. When you see the boys, the students, they are the diamond of the country in future. You are really the diamond. You can see the face of the young boys, young girls here, how they serve. When you talk about Atiti Deva Bhava, they are not talking, but they do. Nobody telling that volunteer how they serve, how they do, how they are preserved, how they are preparing sound system, chair, everything. How the great greeting Sadhguru and One World, One Family mission they are doing for the future. Then now, what we will do for the society? I am sitting here not teaching. We are all sit to be in collaboration. I can see the young boys in the left side. Even far away, I can see the eyes. You are the lion, like the face of Swami Vivekananda. You are singing with your heart, and you are sitting in the Sthita Prajna. There is sloka, there is chapter 2, sloka 54 to 72, we call Sthita Prajna. Only 18 sloka, but very powerful. They call Sthita Prajna. Where is the Sthita Prajna? That is the question of Arjuna. Sthita Prajna Sakabasya Samadhi Stasya Kestava Sthita Dikim Prabhaseta Kim Asita Vrajeta Kim. What is the description of the man who has this firmly founded wisdom, who's being in steadfast in spirit of Kestava? How should the man of settled intelligence speak? How should he sit? How should he walk? Where is this? See the boys? How they are sitting, how they walk, how their speech. Sadhguru create the Sthita Prajna, the boys and girls from this institution. I am the Ekalavya. When yesterday I'm sitting, I listened the voice of the alumni. Tears was coming also. I feel same. Who will come to the poor? Who will come? Swami Vivekananda say, for the poor, God Himself is food. Then your mission, one world, one family, you see. May I escort the one boy, his father only farmer, but see how the eyes, how his act. I believe one world, one family, it will be not only the word. In 5 years, totally change the society in the world. I have not seen the miracle. Now I got the miracle in my life here. I transform my life. I want to do more and more for the society. When we are all sitting together, each day we learn more about humility, patience, and awareness. The ego always wants to be special, but the soul always wants to be useful. For you, you are not useless. We are only useless. Are you remember when the pandemic of Corona, how is now I learn a lot of things. How many gold you have, Mom? How many sari you have? Not used in that time for 2 years. You just keep in the almari all those things. And the boys, all of you, you feel lucky. Totally lucky. 2 years. Tvameva mata chapita tvameva. You hugged by the mother. You can sleep nicely. Yeah? But mother in the morning cook the food for you and hug you. Beta, food is ready. Oh, I'm not book lagi. Yeah? Your mother loves you. You cannot find any time. Therefore, God always creates something when we love. It will be learning from the universe. Like me, come here. The God give me grace, blessing to be with you here. We learn a lot of things. The first thing in our life is remember. How to remember God first. Then change your life. If somebody teach you no God, no need to believe in God. That is your guru? No. The real guru, how is teaching you? Find the Almighty. Because they are the blessing will be there. I love the bhajan from Sathya Sai. Bhajan. Maybe my pronunciation is not very good. It's wrong sometimes. But for the kids, it's very important. For the youth. Sai bhajana bina sukha santi nahi. Sai bhajana bina sukha santi nahi. Harinama bina ananda nahi. Prema bhakti bina ujala nahi. Guru seva bina nirvana nahi. Sai bhajana bina sukha santi nahi. Japa dhyana bina samyoga nahi. Japa dhyana bina samyoga nahi. Prabhu darsan bina pratana nahi. Daya dharma bina pratana nahi. Bhagavan bina koi apana nahi. Hari naam bina paramatma nahi. Hari naam bina paramatma nahi. You see how the words Sadhguru, I read the autobiography, Madhusudan Saiji, the Sadhguru, how he's a humble disciple. Then really, the example of Ekalavya to Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, the great disciple, how great us, inspiring us, inspiring you, inspiring me. Then Sadhguru teaching you, teaching us, we change our life. The best miracle, only one. When we change, we transform our life to serve the society. Are you agree, my son? Are you agree? No book lagi. Are you agree? Then I'm happy. And start from now also remember, as young boys, you are the future leader of the country. Young girl also, respect your mother. Yeah? Respect your mother. That is from our ancestor. Why they say, Tvameva mata chapita tvameva. Why say mata? Not Tvameva pita. Why not pita first? because we cannot pay anything from our mother. Ba, 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 ba. Then mother knows we need the milk, we need water, food. Yeah? Respect to you all, the mother in the front. Without you, we are all nothing. World need the pure mother like you here. Therefore, Sadhguru inspiring us to be good in our life. Doesn't matter you are famous, fame, everything. The same like my mantra in the morning, in the first, Natwaham kamaye rajam na swarga na punar bhavam. I don't want to be power as a leader. Na swarga, I don't want work also to swarga. Kamaye dukataptanam, praninam artinasanam. When we are all have good heart, how to serve the society, mostly serve the poor. My son, in the left side, when you complete your study, success your work for 10 years, remember, don't forget your future generation too. At least 18 students, you should support them and give them the ancient wisdom of Vaisudeva Kutumbakam. The world is one family. It's not merely a person to respect. It's a truth realized. It reminds us that the boundaries which separate us are only illusions, drawn by the mind. When your heart awakens, it's still only the unity. In my ashram, from different background, they are staying together with the discipline Gurukula, wake up 4 o'clock, prayer in the morning 5. We give them pure scholarship for their study, the same idea like here. If they are poor, we should give facility, it's the best facility for them. Because they are the God, they are Daridra Narayan. The same like Sadhguru give the scholarship, the facility for the poor. When we serve the child, we serve the future. When we heal a stranger, we heal ourselves. When we see the divine in every being, we begin to live the spirit of one world, one family. It was the same spirit that moved Sadhguru Madhusudan Sai to act, to build hospital where there was no care, to feed children where there was hunger, to educate where there was hopeless. He saw us to love in action is the highest expression in spirituality. I think this time is the best for all of us to be in silence and we work accordingly. No need competition. No competition. Sadhguru many times mentioned no competition. Now need a collaboration. Now we are in collaboration. You and me, we are one. Keep little bit 30-second silence. Be bold in your dreams, but humble in your service. Be disciplined in your work, but gentle in your heart. Be firm in your values. Be flexible in your understanding. When you face hardship, remember the diamond. You are the diamond. We are the diamond. We are really the diamond. You see, in our mantra, maybe from the different religion, we just take from the sloka of the Siva Sankalpa, but very powerful. Why the Sadguru put the tilak and you put the bindi, vibhuti, whatever. In the one sloka of Siva Sankalpa, our Sankalpa should be strong. What you want in your future. There is one the sloka I love very much, then changed also my life. Oh, yasmin richaha sama, yajumsi yasmin, pratistita ratanaba, vivaraha, yasmin chitam sarvamoktam prajanam, tanme manaha, siva sankalpamastu. Amma, why you put jasmine in your hair here? In this area, many mother love with the jasmine. You see, very small, but very strong. That is the real jasmine is we are. When we are focused in our way, what you want to do. The son, my son all, when you are focused with yourself, now study. Totally study. And believe with yourself. And all, mother, sister, brother, spirituality is not about leaving the world. It is about loving it more completely. It is about seeing the divine in every face. Feeling is present in every breath and responding to every challenge with faith instead of fear. Don't fear. Abhayam mitra. Don't fear. Abhayam. The highest prayer is not found in words, but in the right living. The true temple is not made of marble, but of heart purified by love. Let our work become our worship. Let our relationship become our meditation. Let live themselves become our offering. From dust we rise, and through patience we are polished. From the darkness be awakened, then through service we shine. When love, guidance of heart and gratitude guide our step, it's us becoming one. One world, one family. Om, Santi, 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 Om.
We express our heartfelt gratitude for sharing your wisdom and enlightening us all this morning, sir. Now we invite Sri Srikanta Murthy, Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, to extend our token of gratitude and appreciation to Mr. Agus Indra Udayana. We shall now have a short break of 5 minutes and then we'll reconvene for Satya Darpan.
गजमुख गणनाथा गजमुख गणनाथा गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा गजमुख गणनाथा सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा गजमुख गणनाथा सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला सुरमुनि वंदित गुणशीला गजमुख गजमुख गणनाथा
नटराजा हे त्रिपुरारी नटराजा हे त्रिपुरारी जय हे शंभो शंभो जय हे पाललोचना परम शिवा पावन चरणा पाहि महेशा पावन चरणा पाहि महेशा नटराजा हे त्रिपुरारी जय हे शंभो नटराजा हे त्रिपुरारी नंदीवाहना नागाभरणा पाललोचना परम शिवा पावन चरणा पाहि महेशा पावन चरणा पाहि महेशा नटराजा हे त्रिपुरारी
युग युग के अवतार तुम्ही हो युग युग के अवतार तुम्ही हो युग युग के अवतार तुम्ही हो मेरे राम मेरे श्याम शिरडी साई पति राम शिरडी साई पति राम मेरे राम मेरे श्याम शिरडी साई पति राम मेरे श्याम शिरडी साई पति राम जग के पालनहार तुम्ही हो 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 अल्लाह ईश्वर तेरे नाम अल्लाह ईश्वर तेरे नाम अल्लाह ईश्वर तेरे नाम अल्लाह ईश्वर तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दो भगवान सबको सन्मति दो भगवान सबको सन्मति दो भगवान सबको सन्मति दो भगवान अल्लाह ईश्वर तेरे नाम आई पति राम ईश्वर तेरे नाम शिरडी साई पति राम अल्लाह ईश्वर तेरे नाम शिरडी साई पति राम अल्लाह ईश्वर तेरे नाम शिरडी साई पति राम जग के पालनहार तुम्ही हो पालनहार तुम ही हो।
जग के पालनहार तुम ही हो।
युग युग के अवतार तुम ही हो। मेरे राम मेरे श्याम शिरडी साई पति राम। जग के पालनहार तुम ही हो। अल्लाह ईश्वर तेरे नाम। सबको सन्मति दो अल्लाह ईश्वर तेरे नाम शिरडी साई पति राम। जग के पालनहार तुम ही हो। जग के पालनहार तुम ही हो। युग युग के अवतार तुम ही हो।
साईश्वरा जगदीश्वरा।
साईश्वरा जगदीश्वरा।
साईश्वरा जगदीश्वरा।
साईश्वरा जगदीश्वरा।
परमेश्वरा परतीश्वरा। परमेश्वरा परतीश्वरा।
परमेश्वरा परतीश्वरा।
साईश्वरा जगदीश्वरा।
साईश्वरा जगदीश्वरा।
करुणामया जगन्मोहना। करुणामया जगन्मोहना।
करुणामया जगन्मोहना।
शैलेश्वरा भुवनेश्वरा।
शैलेश्वरा भुवनेश्वरा।
शैलेश्वरा भुवनेश्वरा। कैलासनाथ महेश्वरा। कैलासनाथ महेश्वरा।
कैलासनाथ महेश्वरा।
साईश्वरा जगदीश्वरा।
साईश्वरा जगदीश्वरा।
परमेश्वरा परतीश्वरा।
ईश्वरा परतीश्वरा।
साईश्वरा जगदीश्वरा।
साईश्वरा जगदीश्वरा।
करुणामया जगन्मोहना।
करुणामया जगन्मोहना।
शैलेश्वरा भुवनेश्वरा।
शैलेश्वरा भुवनेश्वरा।
कैलासनाथ महेश्वरा।
कैलासनाथ महेश्वरा।
कैलासनाथ महेश्वरा।
कैलासनाथ
साईश्वरा जगदीश्वरा.
हे रंब जननी श्री साई जननी. 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 भवानी जगदंबे मां. जगदंबे मां. भवानी 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 जगदंबे मां. त्रिभुवन पालिनी हे करुणामयी. त्रिभुवन पालिनी हे करुणामयी. त्रिभुवन पालिनी हे करुणामयी. त्रिभुवन पालिनी हे करुणामयी. उमा शारदांबा. 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 रक्षा करो साई मां. रक्षा करो साई मां. रक्षा करो साई मां. रक्षा करो साई मां. हे रंब जननी श्री साई जननी. हे रंब जननी श्री साई जननी. भवानी जगदंबे मां. भवानी जगदंबे मां. भवानी जगदंबे मां. भवानी जगदंबे मां. त्रिभुवन पालिनी हे करुणामयी. त्रिभुवन पालिनी हे करुणामयी. उमा शारदांबा. उमा शारदांबा. उमा शारदांबा. उमा शारदांबा. रक्षा करो साई मां. रक्षा करो साई मां. रक्षा करो साई मां. रक्षा करो साई मां. हे रंब जननी श्री साई जननी.
जय जगदीशा जय परमेशा.
जय जगदीश
जय परमेशा जय जगदीशा जय परमेशा जय जगदीशा जय परमेशा नीलकंठा सदा शिवा नीलकंठा सदा शिवा नीलकंठा सदा शिवा नीलकंठा सदा शिवा ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि हरि ओम साई ओम हरि ओम साई ओम हरि ओम साई ओम हरि ओम साई ओम देवादिदेवा दीनदयाला देवादिदेवा दीनदयाला देवादिदेवा दीनदयाला देवादिदेवा दीनदयाला चंद्रशेखरा शंभो 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 नीलकंठा सदा शिवा नीलकंठा सदा शिवा नीलकंठा सदा शिवा नीलकंठा सदा शिवा जय जगदीशा जय परमेशा जय जगदीशा जय परमेशा नीलकंठा सदा शिवा नीलकंठा सदा शिवा ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम साई ओम हरि ओम साई ओम देवादिदेवा दीनदयाला देवादिदेवा दीनदयाला चंद्रशेखरा शंभो चंद्रशेखरा शंभो चंद्रशेखरा शंभो चंद्रशेखरा शंभो नीलकंठा सदा शिवा नीलकंठा सदा शिवा नीलकंठा सदा शिवा नीलकंठा सदा शिवा जय जगदीशा जय परमेशा गङ्गजटाधर गौरी शङ्कर गिरिजामन रमणा गङ्गजटाधर गौरी मृत्युञ्जय महादेव महेश्वर मङ्गल शुभ चरणा
जय महादेव महेश्वर मंगल शुभ चरणा
जय मृत्युञ्जय महादेव महेश्वर मङ्गल शुभ चरणा
जय महादेव महेश्वर मंगल शुभ चरणा
नन्दिवाहना नागभूषणा नन्दिवाहना नागभूषणा निरुपम गुणसदना निरुपम गुणसदना नटन मनोहर नीलकण्ठ साई नटन मनोहर नीलकण्ठ साई वीर जगल नयना जगल नयना गंग जटाधर गौरी शंकर गिरिजामन रमणा
गंगजटाधर गौरी शंकर गिरिजामन रमणा
मृत्युंजय महादेव महेश्वर मंगल शुभ चरणा
जय महादेव महेश्वर मंगल शुभ चरणा
नंदिवाहना नागभूषणा निरुपम गुणसदना नटन मनोहर नीलकण्ठ साई वीर जगल नयना वीर जगल नयना
जय हरि बोलो जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भजो राधेश्याम
जय हरि बोल जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भजो राधेश्याम
जय हरि बोलो जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भजो राधेश्याम
जय हरि बोल जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भजो राधेश्याम
हरे राम 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 घन श्याम 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 हरे राम 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 घन श्याम 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 श्री रघुनंदन श्री रामा दाशरथे जय रघुरामा श्री रघुनंदन श्री रामा दाशरथे जय रघुरामा नंद किशोरा नवनीत चोरा वृंदावन गोविंद लाला
किशोरा नवनीत चोरा
श्याम 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 हरे राम 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 घन श्याम 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 जय हरि बोलो जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भजो राधे श्याम हरे राम 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 घन श्याम 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 श्री रघुनंदन श्री रामा दाशरथे जय रघुरामा नंद किशोरा नवनीत चोरा वृंदावन गोविंद लाला हरे राम 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 भज श्याम 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 हरे राम 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 घन श्याम 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 जय हरि बोलो जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भजो राधे श्याम
राधे कृष्णा जय श्री कृष्णा राधे 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 कृष्णा राधे राधे कृष्णा राधे जय श्री कृष्णा राधे राधे श्री कृष्णा राधे शिरडी कृष्णा पति कृष्णा साई कृष्णा राधे राधे श्री कृष्णा पति कृष्णा साई कृष्णा राधे राधे शिरडी कृष्णा पति कृष्णा साई कृष्णा राधे राधे शिरडी कृष्णा पति कृष्णा साई कृष्णा
राधे राधे
कृष्ण राधे राधे
श्री कृष्ण राधे राधे
शिरडी कृष्ण पति कृष्ण साई कृष्ण राधे राधे
कृष्ण पति कृष्ण साई कृष्ण राधे राधे
ओ शिरडी कृष्ण पति कृष्ण साई कृष्ण राधे राधे
कृष्ण पति कृष्ण साई कृष्ण राधे राधे
राधे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण राधे राधे
राधे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण
राधे कृष्ण राधे राधे
राधे कृष्ण राधे राधे
जय श्री कृष्ण राधे राधे
जय श्री कृष्ण राधे राधे
राधे कृष्ण राधे राधे जय श्री कृष्ण राधे 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 कृष्ण राधे राधे जय श्री कृष्ण राधे 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 कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण राधे
नीलकंठ महादेव गौरी वंदना नीलकंठ महादेव गौरी वंदना नीलकंठ महादेव गौरी वंदना नीलकंठ महादेव गौरी वंदना चंद्रचूड दयानाथ नंदी वाहना चंद्रचूड दयानाथ नंदी वाहना चंद्रचूड दयानाथ नंदी वाहना चंद्रचूड दयानाथ नंदी वाहना सांब शिवा शूलधारी नागभूषणा
शिवा शूलधारी नागभूषणा
सांब शिवा शूलधारी नागभूषणा
सांब शिवा शूलधारी नागभूषणा
पालनेत्र उमाकांत परम पावना
पालनेत्र उमाकांत परम पावना
पालनेत्र उमाकांत परम पावना
पालनेत्र उमाकांत परम पावना
नीलकंठ महादेव गौरी वंदना
Sai Ram and a very good afternoon to everyone. Offering our loving salutations at the feet of Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, respected elders, dignitaries, brothers, sisters, staff, students, and everyone watching us live from around the world. It is indeed our immense fortune that Sadhguru, with his boundless compassion, will once again bless us by graciously answering our questions and dissolving our doubts this afternoon. Swami, the first question: a person on the spiritual path seems eccentric to a person of the world and vice versa. How can we respect and accept each other without judgment or malice?
Sri Ramakrishna Paramsa says that for the God-intoxicated person, the world-intoxicated person looks like a mad person. And for a world-intoxicated person, the God-intoxicated person looks like a mad person. Both are madnesses only, but better madness is to be God-intoxicated. So, yes, these are oil and water, they won't mix, because they are two different types. So worldly people will always think spiritual people are wasting their time, they have no goal, no purpose, they are not progressing in life. That is their way of looking at it because they only know so much truth, they don't know the entire truth. So the God intoxicated person, the one who is spiritual, should look at them as children who do not know, so therefore they keep talking whatever comes to their mouths, and forgive them for that. Forgive them for they know not what they are doing. That is the attitude you should take towards people who don't understand spirituality. At the same time, I also have an appeal to the spiritual people that don't behave like an eccentric person. Many are like that. They're so ritualistic, so orthodox, so rigid, almost fanatic in the name of spirituality, the touch me not types. Because of which they create a very poor impression of spiritual people. As spiritual people are very hard-nosed, very fussy, very rigid. They create a wrong impression of spiritual people because these spiritual people are not really spiritual. They are ritualistic people, not spiritualistic. So they create a wrong impression and image of spiritual people by being too orthodox or too rigid or too insistent on certain things. So a spiritual person in true essence would be fluid, like water I mentioned. It fits in any vessel without any problem. So they have no problem. In fact, when they meet people who are not appreciative of them, they are even more kind to them because they realize they are ignorant, therefore they are speaking or doing things in a certain way, including saying wrong things to them. Like once a man was there, he was passing by a village, he was a saint, and all these youngsters started ridiculing him and saying all bad things. Looking at this, his disciples said, and he was still lifting his hand and blessing all the youngsters who were bad-mouthing. And looking at this, disciples said, how come you are blessing them even though they are saying bad things about you? He said, that is what they know, this is what I know. They know only to badmouth me, but all I know is to bless. So that is what I would do. So spiritual people should be like that. They should not become argumentative. I have seen this with a lot of our devotees, especially devotees from Sathya Sai devotees. They start fighting, arguing, and almost they are at each other's collars. If somebody says, we don't accept Sathya Sai Baba as God, that's it. All the calm and peace and composure that was there till now disappears and they become another self. So that should not happen. One should have the compassion and kindness and forgiveness if you are really spiritual and not behave like an eccentric fellow.
How does one maintain humility and purity of intention while taking up leadership roles and responsibilities within the mission?
Ask yourself whether you truly deserve that role and responsibility that has been given to you. I till date don't feel that I deserve whatever I am getting. Therefore, I can never be egoistic. I can only be more responsible, but I can never develop ego because I don't believe that I truly deserve every of these things. All this adoration, worship, or all this following, I do not deserve all these things. This has been given to me as a gift. I have not earned it truly. I feel like that all the time. If you feel like that being leaders of the organizations, how is it possible for you to develop ego? Ego is the quality of fools. Wise people never develop ego. And the wisdom is about, I have always received more than what I deserve. Then you can never develop ego. Tell me who is deserving of this much of grace and compassion? Who? If anybody stands up and says, I deserve, I will straight away tell that you are a fool, you are ignorant, you are ajnani, that's why you are even speaking like this. The humility is the hallmark of greatness, as they say. And humility comes from the idea that I have received more than I deserve. And if anybody in this house or in this room or in this institution says, no, I deserve much more than what I have been given, I think they are in the wrong place. So our leaders should be all the more humble because responsibility is a gift of God. God is trusting you with something. And when God trusts you, it's a great honor. And how can you become arrogant in such a situation? In fact, you become all the more responsible because a tree laden with fruit bends. Likewise, responsibility should bring humility, not arrogance of authority. That is how our organization should be, and you learn from me first. I always feel I don't deserve so much, but it's all been given to me because of grace of Bhagwan. How can I ask anything more than this? I'm already getting more than my deservedness. So it always keeps you humble. It never allows you to become arrogant.
Swami, when students make mistakes, we are required to record those incidents which may lead to judgment in the future. even if they have transformed. How can we balance truth, compassion, and justice in such situations?
No, students, you are recording the bad things about the students. Are you not recording the good things afterwards? That also should be recorded, right? If a child has done a mistake, you write down on his diary, he made a mistake. But when next day he improves, this is your responsibility to go back and write that the child is improving. Like that, if we had to judge and remove people, nobody would find place in God's home. Everybody has made some mistake or the other. Like Jesus said, only those who have never committed a sin should throw a stone at the lady Magdalene. But how many of us can say that we are sinless? Everybody has been making mistakes. God has forgiven us and looks at what we are today, not what we are yesterday. When people ask me, how can you love children despite, or anybody, despite knowing they are not good, they have made mistakes, I tell them that I don't love them for what they were or what they are, but I love them for what they can be. And that is how a teacher should look at the students, not for what they were or what they are today, but what they can become tomorrow. That is the power of teacher. And so while you record the incidents of them doing mistakes, that is important because you should know which child is where and how long the child must go to become a good child. But then as a teacher, it is also your equal responsibility to note down the good things that are happening to the child and see the progress. Idea is to help the child progress. So you must record both. If he does a mistake, do record, but also start recording when he does good things. So those who are in charge of this process, please amend it by saying, next time when the child does good, that also should get into the records.
Swami, how do we distinguish between surrender and passivity? How can we know whether we are truly surrendering or simply avoiding responsibility in the name of surrender?
You know it. You don't have to be told when you are avoiding something. You feel guilt. If your conscience pricks, you know within that this is not real. This is just escapist attitude. And big responsibility is given, or you do not want to do things as it was being told. You want to escape. That is, you know it inside your heart. You know it, that conscience pricks. And that prick of conscience is very important to experience. So passivity is escapist. You don't want to take up a responsibility. You don't want to take charge of things in the name of surrender. No, God will do, God will look after, and things like that. Many people are like that. When they say, I tell them, when you feel hungry, you walk till the dining hall and eat your food. That time, why don't you sit on your bed and assume that God will send food to you? That time you don't want to depend on God. That time the bell rings and you run to the dining hall. But for other things, when you don't want to take charge of things, you know it's a lot of headache and it's a lot of hard work. God will take care. Why should I involve in this? That's a wrong attitude. It's what you call as a convenient philosophy. Your heart should tell you what you should do. And as I said, be guided by the heart, not by your head. Head calculates what is in it for me, what will I gain out of it, how much will be my benefit. And if not, let me avoid this. But heart knows it needs to be done, it needs to be done. As I said, in this ashram, in this institution, you can't say that the Bharat was speaking. He said, that is not my job. That sentence does not exist in our ashram, in organization, that it is not my job, it is somebody's job, better they bother. No, everything is our botheration. The entire organization belongs to us, we belong to the entire organization. It does not mean that you cross line and start stepping on each other's toes. No. But if something is required to be done, you don't look around and say somebody should do it. If it is necessary at that point of time, you should do it. That is how you should look at an organization. And this escapist attitude comes only to people who are finding ways to not take responsibility but have a good time nevertheless. Those are not real missionaries. Missionaries don't think like this. So if you are a true missionary, you will know in your heart that this is your dharma to do what needs to be done. Even if it is not your responsibility, you will do. And if it is your responsibility, all the more happily you will take it up to take care of the work that has been given, because you are a missionary, you are not an employee. Employees will have passivity. Missionaries will always have surrender, and in that surrender also they will be active.
Swami, sometimes when we pray or meditate, the mind feels dry and disconnected, even though the heart longs for you. In such moments of inner emptiness, what should we do to reignite our devotion and reconnect with your presence within?
It is the wrong understanding of the subject that was what causes the dryness and whatever you said, disconnect. Lot of people came to me, they said, till you were doing rituals and pujas and we were all enjoying bhajans and prayers, we all felt so nice and happy, fulfilled and contented. But the moment you start on this Vedanta, everything is Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, suddenly we become very dry. We don't even want to worship any god. We don't even want to see your face. We don't even want to feel like coming to the hall. We feel we should be aloof and in solitude and only meditate on the illusion of the world and the permanence of the Brahman. They start talking like that. This is not new. Even I have gone through it. So it is true. This is what is being spoken is not simply an imagination. Even I went through. When I started reading Advaita, first reaction of mine was, why should I even worship a deity? Why should I even go to temple? Why should I even follow a ritual? Because God is everywhere in everything. But this is all theoretical, intellectual understanding only. It was not real understanding. If real understanding is there with experience, you will not feel dryness. In everything you see God, right? Pratibodha vidam matam amritatvam hi vindate. In everything you see the hand of God. How can you become dry ever? In fact, whichever form comes to in front of you, you will enjoy, rejoice. Why? Because that is also the same unmanifest Nirguna Brahma which has manifested as Saguna Brahma. You will enjoy every of it. The dryness won't come. It is only in the initial stage when you develop too much of intellectual arguments in your head, debates, and some kind of theoretical understanding of Advaita that you feel the dryness. But those are the times when you should have the patience to go through the motions, because the first reaction would be Advaita will lead you to this kind of devotional dryness. But eventually, as you mature in your understanding of Advaita, you will start seeing the divinity in everything and your heart will again fill up with a different kind of devotion, not the devotion that begs at the door of the God, but a devotion that loves God for God's sake, for what God is. Parabhakti will happen to Advaitins. That is why Sri Adi Shankaracharya, first 16 years he wrote Bhashyams on all the works of the Rishis, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Prasthanatraya. He wrote about that. In 16 years he completed all the work his Guru Govind Bhagavad Pada gave him. But after that he travelled around the country twice, establishing of course the new matas, but more importantly connecting with the people, knowing the problems of the country. And at that point in time he went to so many temples, he did worships and he wrote stotrams in the praise of those. That day he was chanting Vishwanathashtakam, Adi Shankaracharya's creation. So many of them, amazing creations. While he wrote Advaita, he also chanted the glory of the divine because he had no problem, because his Advaitic knowledge was mature. This immature Advaitic knowledge only causes this dryness and disconnect. The pure Advaitins, the real Advaitins will have no problem. They will be happy to go into a temple, attend all the rituals, worship and shed tears of devotion, but they won't beg in front of God for this paltry and petty things. That their devotion would have got elevated to Parabhakti. For Advaitins, Parabhakti happens. For Advaitins, Aparabhakti, that is lower Bhakti only is possible.
Swami, what is the significance of performing Abhishekam to the lingam or any deity?
For us, any lingam or deity are not a piece of stone. They are living reality. We believe that God exists. Once we do Prana Pratishtha, you all watched. Once the Prana Pratishtha is done into the deity, the idol, we believe it is a living entity and it should be treated like a guest who lives in our home. How do we treat a guest? We wake the guests up, or a family member, we wake the family member up. We perform the rituals like bathing the body and giving them clothes to wear, decorations to them and offering them some kind of prayers and rituals, and then giving them food to eat and putting them to rest and waking them up again and doing one more set of such rituals and then putting them to sleep finally. The Shodashopacharas we do. We think the God is a living person. And Abhisheka is a part of giving the ceremonial bath. Like you will bathe your own body, you bathe the body of God. So we believed that the God is real. We didn't believe that it's just a piece of stone. And because it was real, we were offering Naivedyam, we were offering various upacharas. As you go there, they offer clothes, they offer upanayanam, they offer flowers, they offer fruits, they offer water. Madhye udakapaniyam samarpayami says, in between all the rituals, they offer water. So they treat the God as a living person. And because it's a living person, all that a living person needs must be given to them, including entertainment. Like just now we had Ashtavadana Seva, Nritya Seva. it is a living person. So Abhisheka is a part of it. In Shiva's rituals, Abhisheka is even more important because the story goes that when he he held the hala in his throat, his body burnt with the heat of it. So they poured water on him to cool the body. Like when we have heavy fever, what do? We take a cold sponge bath, right? To reduce the temperature. Like that, Shiva's temperature went up because of the hala. So water was poured on him and he liked that. He felt pleased by that act because you tried to relieve him of his pain and suffering. So he blessed those who tried to help him. So that became a part of the Abhisheka ritual, and Shiva enjoys that Abhishekam. They say is Abhisheka Priya, like Vishnu is Sringara Priya, Shiva is Abhisheka Priya. So by doing Abhisheka to him and remembering the great sacrifice he made for everyone, we please him. So Abhisheka became ritual, but otherwise also all deities are given ceremonial bath because we think they are living entities and they must be treated like one. One last question I will.
In chapter 8 of the Ashtavakra Gita, it is said accepting and rejecting are also causes for bondage. In that case, we tend to become non-reactive and non-responsive to situations and people. How can we avoid such an attitude and yet remain free?
As I said, this is again half understanding or half knowledge of Ashtavakra Gita, and half knowledge is always dangerous. Full knowledge only can help us lead our lives better. This idea of I am rejecting or I am accepting is to be avoided. Idea is to be avoided. Rejecting, accepting is not to be avoided. This idea that I am the one who should reject this, I am the one who should accept this because I like this and I don't like this, that idea has to be rejected. That idea has to be banned. Otherwise in the world, transactions will happen. You have to deal with people. How can you not deal with people? Then you have to run away to Himalayas and hide in the cave. But that is precisely not what Ashtavakra is teaching Janaka. He is teaching live in the world, but let the world not live in you. Idea of rejecting, accepting comes from the point of ego. He is telling get rid of that ego that I am accepting or I am rejecting. That does not make you non-responsive or not non-reactive. You are breathing in and out. Is it something that you decide? Okay, now I will breathe in, now I will breathe out. We are all just naturally, spontaneously breathing in and out as a part of our process of living. Like that, accepting or rejecting things or whatever comes your way, you take it or you do not take it, it should become a part of your way of life. You don't put so much of ego and thought into it. Why should I accept? Why should I reject? Those ideas don't occur to the Jnani. That is why I said, pravritto va nivrutto va naiva dhirasya durgraha yada yat kartumayati tatkritva tishtati sukham. Last chapter I told, this is from the last 18th chapter or somewhere in Ashtavakra Gita. But it says, for the true Jnani, to engage in something or to disengage is not a problem. Whatever comes his way as the life or as life or destiny brings to him, he just flows with it, he goes with it. There is no question of accepting, rejecting. He goes with it like a river that flows. Even if a mountain comes in between, it moves around, it goes around the mountain and continues to flow. It has no problem. So likewise, the Jnani's life is on an autopilot because it's divinely driven. Such a divinely driven person does not go through these reactions or responses. For him, it is as natural as breathing in and out. You don't say, I'm accepting oxygen now, I'm rejecting carbon dioxide now. You don't think like that. It is just a part of the process. So once you mature in your jnana, these things won't happen. This is all on the way problems. On the way you feel these kind of reactions or response, rejecting, accepting. The truth is that Ashtavakra Gita should teach you that everything is divine. So there should not be any problem with anything or anyone. That feeling should develop at the end of this reading. And this whole idea of doing, that is accepting or rejecting, should disappear, should flow. And somebody said, you give me job I don't like, what should I do? Should I come back to you or to change my job, or should I accept it because you told everything you should just go spontaneously? I tell them, when I left Puttaparthi, Bhagavan told me go and join a bank. I was not interested in banking and management. I was interested in serving in Puttaparthi, but he didn't let me. He pushed me. He said, you go. 6 months he told me. Then I moved from there. I was quite stubborn. I thought it is devotion that I am not moving from here, though he is testing me. But he was trying to teach me how to manage large finances, how organizations run, how banks run, what is foreign exchange, what are the various instruments, financial instruments. Today it all is helping. Even though I was never liked finance, I got the lowest marks in accounting and finance. But he pushed me to go and work so that I can understand what it takes. So when God gives you something, He has a larger plan. In our limitedness, we reject and we feel bad. But sometimes just take it because there is a greater purpose at hand, and once you surrender to that idea that God has given it, there is a greater purpose. Now something that you don't know anything about and you are incapable of learning, then you go back and tell that I don't know. Suppose I had not done MBA and he told me go and join the bank, it would have been impossible for me. That's it. Then I should have to go and join MBA and then join a bank. Probably process would have been different. But all I'm trying to say is that if a job is given to you in the organization, it's thought and given, not just given randomly. But let us say for whatever reason you don't have the necessary skill sets, either develop those skill sets, but if you're incapable of developing the skill set, then go back to your teacher or whoever is given the job and tell, this is where my constraints are. I have no problem taking up the job, but I do not have the skill sets to deliver it. Can you help me with that? Based on that, decisions can be. But the ego should not be there that I want to or I don't want to do it. That ego should not be there. It should be submission and surrender only. And whatever skills we learn, who knows where it's going to help tomorrow, what is in store for us, who knows, God alone. So accept things and just do what is needed. And don't be too fussy about what job has been given and why that job is not given to me, why it was given to somebody else. These comparisons ruin organizations, should not do that. So Ashtavakra should teach us to develop that kind of steadiness, a flow, an effortless flow in our lives. And if you don't know something, learn it. Who knows, tomorrow it will be the way your life would go forward. I hadn't learned so many things. I didn't know Sanskritam. When I had to teach Upanishads, I had to learn Sanskritam. When I did not know anything about finance and banking, but when I went to the bank, I learned. Today it is helping to teach you Upanishads. It is also helping me to deal with the organization. It's such a large organization. So this is how God will train you. But sometimes we don't understand, so we complain and resist. But if we just accept and go with the flow, it may just work out for our very best. Think like that and live effortlessly. Okay, I don't have much time now. I have to go to the hospital for a meeting. And today, as I mentioned, today is the 13th Somvara. We had taken the Sankalpa to do 16 Somavaras. And my joy is that every of these Somavaras, despite whatever is happening, it's moving smoothly, it's flowing. Today, the first time we did this Somavara Vratam in Umamaheshwara Swami Devasthanam. And very happy that this went through very well. I know I cannot accommodate all of you there, so you had to watch from here. But then while sitting there, I felt that even the Nritya Seva was going on. There was hardly any place. She was almost dashing the pillar this way or that way. But I was thinking that maybe we should do a Rangamantapam, which is a part of the ritualistic prayers on the sidelines somewhere, and gives enough space so that at least 200-300 people can sit there. There is a stage where performances can happen. And hopefully that also will happen as an extension of the temple. With that hope and prayer, I came back. So blessings to everybody for this Somavara Vratam. Another 3 to go, 13 are over. 14, 15 and 16 will happen at Umamaheshwara temple. There are certain timings they are kept. Please go during those times because some more work is pending and that work is going on. So go during that time, and it's fully ready in 48 days. Everything will be completed. After that, it will be open almost throughout the day. So go there and don't talk when you go there, because you see, remember, God is sitting there, He's listening, He's alive. So we must behave the moment we enter the premises. And I do see them, Shiva Parvati sitting there, so I am all the more careful, because you know that you are being watched. It's like when CCTV is there, we all behave very well, isn't it? If there is no CCTV in the room, then we just do. But the moment you become conscious there is a CCTV capturing you, you become very alert. Likewise, think God is watching us, and then you will be alert and you will behave correctly. I'll chant the Trayambakam. Let us chant the mantra and close it. Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Vishweshwaraya Mahadeva Trayambakaya Tripurantakaya Tikagni Kalaya Kalagni Rudraya Nilakantha Mrutyunjayaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Shriman Mahadeva Namaha.
सर्वसुगुणसिन्धवे सकलसुजनबन्धवे सर्वसुगुणसिन्धवे सकलसुजनबन्धवे गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् दीनदुःखितपोषकाय दानधर्मप्रेरकाय दीनदुःखितपोषकाय लोकहितरताय सर्वमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्तिस्थापकाय वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्तिस्थापकाय ब्रह्मज्ञानबोधकाय दिव्यमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् सदय हृदयराजिताय सुमन सदन शङ्कराय सदय हृदयराजिताय सुमन सदन शङ्कराय शरणमुक्तिकारणाय मोक्षमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् सत्यसायिनः प्रियाय सत्यप्रेमविग्रहाय सत्यसायिनः प्रियाय सत्यप्रेमविग्रहाय नित्यशुद्धनिर्मलाय नित्यमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय दिव्यमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्तजना संरक्षक भक्तजना संरक्षक पति महेश्वर ॐ जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रितकल्पलतिका आश्रितकल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धवा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे मातपिता गुरुदैवं मर्यन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मर्यन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्राशया ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी हो साई महादेव सद्गुरु साई महादेवा मंगल हारति अंतुको मंगल हारति अंतुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय जय बोलो सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन साई जी की जय।